Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome to the first CEO Minute of the 2018 year. So, this year we wanted to do things a little bit differently with our CEO Minutes. And so we're going to provide some video minutes in place of the written minutes that come out every Friday in our member newsletter. So for this first one, I want to talk to you a little bit about New Year's resolutions. It's that time of year where everybody's thinking about, hey, it's time to get healthier, it's time to be more fit, and developing some strategies, some personal goals that they're setting to do that and hopefully become successful. So I want to share with you some thoughts and give you some tips maybe of things that you can do that will help you be successful in 2018, because here at the Y, that's what we want to be. We want to be your partner in your wellness journey. And hopefully these things will help you as you move forward throughout the year and gain some success on that journey. I want to start with sharing some scripture with you from the book of Ecclesiastes. So in chapter 3, verses 12 and 13, there's a piece of a scripture that I think applies to this whole line of thinking of resolutions. And so it goes like this. It says, "I know that there is nothing better for people than to be happy and to do good while they live, that each of them may eat and drink and find satisfaction in all their toil. This is the gift of God." So the new year ushers in a tidal wave of transformational hopes and dreams for all of us. We commonly refer to them as resolutions, or in other words, commitments to change areas of our lives that feel stuck or in need of direction. Typically, 3 areas are ground zero for change. That's spirit, mind, and body. And if you think of the YMCA's branded logo and the triangle that helps make up the Y, each of the sides represent one of those 3 areas. Changes that I have committed to making this year focused around these specific areas include, for spirit, I'll spend more time reading the Bible, praying, and going to church. For my mind, I want to read more books, I want to make more friends, and I want to volunteer regularly. And lastly, for my body, I will lose weight, I'll get fit, and get serious about lowering my blood pressure without the help of medication. The practice of committing to change at the start of the year dates back thousands of years. The Babylonians returned borrowed objects and paid their debts. The Romans began each year by making promises to their gods. And during the medieval era, the knights reaffirmed their commitment to chivalry. With so many of us making promises, commitments, and pledges, the likelihood of success is assured, right? Actually, according to several studies, we tend to achieve our goals only about 8 to 10% of the time. Despite our belief in our success, defeat overtakes most of us by March. Some of us start out already knowing that we will not fulfill our commitments. At the Y, we see thousands come in fully dedicated to making a change. Our January membership swells, and by March, we are back to normal. So how do we make commitments that stick? How do we join the 10% and help our friends do the same? How do we make this a transformational crossroad? I have 3 tips that I'd like to share with you. The first one is reject transactional comments. When resolutions are based solely on transactional merits, then giving up is easy when an expectation is not met. For example, when we say, "I will exercise to lose weight," we are also telling ourselves that I will stop if I don't. This is a transactional mindset. On the other hand, what if we told ourselves, "I will exercise because it is good for me"? Then our thought process becomes what we like to call transformational. The second tip is go with others. A commitment made as a group is more likely kept because of shared accountability and group support. We are relational beings, and we tend to reach goals when we are working as a team. Lone wolves fail repeatedly. And the third and final tip is merge your goals. Significant transformation happens when all 3 areas of our being are engaged. Create 1 or 2 spirit, mind, and body goals instead of 10 individual goals. Here are some examples. I will spend time with God while working out with friends I make in a fitness class. I will go to church, eat healthy, and volunteer on Sundays. I will pray for my friends who are learning to cope with an illness and ask them to do the same for me. In closing, I want to share 2 facts that are true. We are designed to make goals, and failure is not our norm. This year, let's make this new year transformational. Thank you for being a part of the Y, where you belong to something greater.